this November 9th, the Church celebrates the dedication of the Lateran Basilica. You may or may not be aware that it is this basilica, the Basilica of St. John Lateran, that is the seat of the Pope. Most people think St. Peter's is the seat of the Pope, but actually that's not true. The Basilica of St. John Lateran has served as the main church of Rome since 324. But it is more than a building alone. It is a symbol of the church, the people of God. In John's Gospel, Jesus makes a whip of cords and drives the money changers from the temple. This may seem like a rash act, but it is in fact an act of righteous anger, rooted in justice, not in violence. Jesus drives out the money changers not just because the temple is a place of worship, but also because it is a symbol of the people of God, who should be practicing love of God and love of neighbor instead of usury and greed. This second Sunday also marks the second week of Catholic Social Teaching Month. And this week, we look at the call to participation in community and family. In his apostolic exhortation, Amoris Laetitia, Pope Francis wrote in paragraph 290, quoting, "The family is thus an agent of pastoral activity through its explicit proclamation of the gospel and its legacy of varied forms of witness." End quote. We participate in our families and also participate in communities, be they small, work, school, neighborhood, or large, like cities and state and country. The key word here is participation. Francis, in his writing, stresses how we are to participate in proclaiming the gospel message of Jesus to the ends of the earth and in being witnesses to and of the faith. These are activities that help build the kingdom right here, wherever we are. One of the communities we are called to participate in and participate fully, actively, and consciously is in the church. What steps are we taking to carry out that mission this week? Where can we proclaim the good news? How will we witness? Let's spend time this week and reflect on these questions, but then more importantly, come up with a plan of action that will implement these ideas. Until next week, peace and blessings.